Okay, greetings, class, everybody. Put down your phones, pick up your pencils. Look at this guy, white turtleneck, white jacket. Okay, and get ready for another episode lecture, we call them, of the Professor's Lounge at Romance University. You're the alumni. I'm the chancellor. You can call me Professor or Ben. No chance. And let's just dive right in. The first question comes from Jennifer. Actually, before I ask it, how have you guys been doing? We've done 3 now. We've done a whole week. We're rolling into week 2. And I just want to make sure that we're enjoying this. Is this something you want to see continue? If so, let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, do the little like thing and subscribe. That helps the algorithms, I'm told. Now, the first question comes from Jennifer. She says, how do you guys memorize all those lines? And I get it. It can seem from the outsider like a difficult thing to tackle. Now, these movies are filmed over 15 days, so the entire script does not need to be memorized before you begin filming. You have to understand your arc very well before you go in, because you do shoot them out of sequence. Now, that in itself can be difficult if you're not super familiar with the script. If you're not familiar with the script, it's going to be very confusing for you, because you have to know where your character arc is in that point. Also, the director will help you, but not always. So you have to read that script a bunch to really understand your arc. Memorization is actually the most boring and kind of the easiest part. The hardest part, as you could imagine, is connecting with the other actor in a way that's truthful and honest. And that's where the real work is. The memorization is kind of boring, to be honest. And the more you do it, it's a muscle that you've learned. I did a play when I was in my 20s, Eric Bogosian's Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. One-man play. I was on stage for an hour and a half. I played 12 different characters, no intermission. I would do what's called an Italian. An Italian is when you say the lines as fast as you can, just rattle them off. And I could do it in about 30 minutes. I could get all the way through it, maybe 40 minutes. And I would just go, and I just had the entire, it was like a book. It was a book like this, memorized. That took me months and months. And for me, I would just write it out. Each character, I would just sit and write them out. Writing them helps. If you need to memorize quickly, writing helps. That said, I'm at the point now where a scene could be written in the moment, and our brains just kind of working away, and you get a couple takes to sort of lift it off the page, so to speak. So it gets much easier the more you've been doing it. The hardest part is making it sound natural, finding a natural cadence, finding a cadence that's true to that character, to you. Oftentimes the way it's written is a great way to read it and make sure everybody understands it. But you will as an actor come up with there's almost like speed bumps in a way that as you speak it, it doesn't quite sound natural. So you'll go in and make small adjustments if need be, as long as the main plot points aren't being removed. So thank you for that. And I remember the feeling of doing Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll every single night. I was backstage. I still have nightmares about this feeling. My nightmare is the feeling, this wakes me up at night. I'm backstage. I can hear the audience. I'm behind the curtain. I know that smell so well in a theater. I'm either with other actors that are preparing, and I have no idea what play I'm about to do. I don't know the lines, and slowly the audience is quieting, and then the curtains are about to lift, and I don't know what play I'm in. It's the worst feeling. I used to get that feeling doing Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. I would be backstage. I would hear the audience slowly get quiet, and it was about to go dark, and I felt like I was going to vomit. It was sickening. Like, I can't come out there for an hour and a half. There's no way I'm going to remember all this. Even though I knew it, it was just, and then the second you step out, muscle memory takes over, and it's an exhilarating feeling. And then you're done, and you're like, that was the best. And then you go to bed that night, and you say, I cannot believe I'm going to do this again tomorrow. What am I doing? Awesome. Okay. Uh, let's see. I have some questions here from you. Thank you so much. I've been getting so many questions. I can't answer them all. I don't want to be on here rambling forever. And this one comes from Melissa. She says, can we have a Romance University event for fans to meet each other? Maybe include a package deal like with hotel stay, group sessions at the hotel for fun activities, maybe a few meet and greet opportunities. Melissa, thank you so much for that. It's very complicated, as I'm sure you could imagine, to try to host an event like that. I have done them in the past, but I want to tell you, we are going to be doing one in April at Martini Town. Gemma Martini and I have been having conversations. We're going to get that happening again. It's going to be a very exclusive event in that we're not selling many tickets. They are going to cost a little more, but there will be hotels, and it's going to be more of, think of it as a red carpet event, a red carpet convention. There's going to be plenty behind the scenes. You're going to see some of the locations in Vancouver where these movies get filmed. You're going to go onto the lot at Martini Studios. You're going to have a chance to be in a movie that I'll direct, probably with Peter Benson. Did you see the one that we already made, the behind the scenes? We shot it with, we had 20 alumni members, 20 fans got to be in a movie with Antonio Cupo.
Beautiful day today.
It is, yes, it is.
Good morning.
What do you do? Have you seen Mary?
I haven't, I'm sorry. Oh, you just missed her. She just walked out.
Oh, thank you.
It was an incredible experience, and people seem to really enjoy that. So I want to be able to do that again for you. So stay tuned. Thank you for that. I would also like to try to do one in Ontario, potentially Niagara Falls, Niagara on the Lake. I don't know. What do you think? Something like that? But there's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of organization. It's not an easy thing to put together, as I'm sure you can imagine. But I do want to do it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you for that question. And I hope that you all would want to come join us. So, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Remember to comment below, like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let us know. But make sure you come over to our Instagram page, and there's a link in the bio. Ask us your questions. I'll be sure to answer them. And you can ask some specific questions about certain movies too, because I'm happy to show you some specific things. Any behind the scenes, right? You guys saw in the first one, I'm able to use this space so I can have some videos pop up. Thank you so much, and class is dismissed.